What's up, Fungible Games community? Today we are bringing you GeckoCon here from Bangkok, where the CoinGecko community is putting on a gaming conference for everything gaming. Right now there's actually a keynote happening behind me, and then coming up soon on stage we have people like Wagner giving us a talk on the current state of Web3 gaming. So we'll make sure to cover that. And while here, we're going to be talking to new games and doing founder interviews. So make sure you stay tuned for the entire video. So here we have the blueprint of CoinGecko's GeckoCon, or the Web3 Games Unleashed. And it's definitely at a smaller scale, but that's because they're doing a standalone gaming event by themselves right before DevCon in Bangkok. And I'm sure over the coming years, you're going to see a lot more as Web3 gaming is just getting started. So you'll see cool things like SuiPlay right over there, which is the handheld gaming device that has lots of hype. And then over here, we actually have games set up so you can test games yourself, which we love to see at a gaming conference. And then if you haven't got your Mochaverse ID yet, that's a little Easter egg for you. Definitely get that, because there is so much coming to the Mochaverse in 2025. And for those of you who watch our sister channel, you're going to recognize this guy, Cody Buffington of Altcoin Buzz.
What up,
hey,
guys?
Cody, how's it going?
It's going well. We just got here to GeckoCon. It's just starting to warm up. I do the news and technical analysis over at Altcoin Buzz. And we're here together. We brought all of our channels together. We have the founder coming as well. Shash will be here soon. But we're exploring all the things at GeckoCon. SuiPlay OX1 is here, which I want to check out. But
that'd be awesome.
There's a lot of cool stuff here.
And actually, right now, Wagner is on stage, so we'll check that out. But if you're a fan of technical analysis and things like that, definitely make sure you're heading over to Altcoin Buzz and checking out Tony there.
Yeah.
And what's really cool about these conferences is meeting people like Jaya, and what they're building at Verse Labs is Verse OS, which is a Web3 interface and an operating system for all things crypto gaming all in one spot. So you can log in and play your crypto games and have the apps. And it's really cool because it's a native way to incorporate Web3 with this. So right now, if you look at the computer screen here, we've got Mighty Action Heroes fired up. If you watch our videos from last year, we were playing this one a lot. It's a lot of fun, but you can also at the same time play it on the handheld. You can check your stats and things like that. So it's a really unique gaming experience. And then also here, you'll meet project founders, other people creating cool things. So if you ever get the chance, definitely make sure you come to one of these Web3 conferences. So we're going for another one of our walk-in talks around the venue. I'm with Luke of Pixels.
What's up?
So he and Wagner and a couple others just did a talk on stage, and it was really fascinating. It was interesting. One take that Wagner was saying that we're not going to need Web 2 influence.
We're going to see people come into Web 3 and discover games as a result of that, and especially when people are successful with whatever endeavor they have in crypto. It might be trading. That's how a lot of people get into it, is speculative trading on different assets, maybe memes. But when somebody experiences a 1,000x on a meme coin and they turn, $1,000 into $1 million, they are looking at reinvesting that capital into more crypto assets, and it's possible that they invest that into games.
Whereas I think you believe like a lot of Web 2 is going to help Web 3 gaming. How did you find the talk on stage?
Yeah, I thought it was really good. There were a lot of controversial opinions on stage, which is good because you don't want to go to a panel and have everybody say the same thing.
True, yeah.
And you don't want everybody in the space building the same thing either. We should all be trying new things out.
Exactly.
So it's good to see that.
Nice. So can you tell us, I know for those of you who have seen it on YouTube, we have an interview there that's, when you guys are watching this, is live. But is there any Easter eggs coming up with Pixels or things that players should be looking for in the near future?
Yeah, we have some big exciting news coming out in the next couple of weeks. We have an acquisition and a new game coming into the Pixels ecosystem. So I am so excited to announce what that looks like. I can't share the details yet, but expect more gameplay inside the Pixels ecosystem pretty soon.
Okay, nice. And in the game, what's something that people should be trying right now?
Yeah, right now, you can earn the Pixel token. I mean, that's a huge, insane thing, right?
Yeah.
So you can go and play the game right now. It's feeling really cozy and casual lately. If you haven't stepped into Pixels, the vibe is really different. People are really into UGC, decorating their farms in a way that you hadn't been able to do before. Yeah, I mean, you might as well stack up some Pixel by earning it right now before the bull market comes, right?
Yeah, exactly. Everyone's talking about it. Like, we were on stage, we tried to say the term bull market, but they're like, we're pre-bull market, it's getting there. So since we're the pre-bull market, now's the time to do it. And then coming up next for you, you're going to be in the Philippines. Can you let people know when that's going to be, if they can be there for themselves?
Oh yeah, the YGG Play Summit in the Philippines, that's next week. What are the dates of that? Like November 18th and 25th or something like that? It's going to be huge, massive. Probably like the biggest event in Web3 gaming this year. I'm super excited for it.
Nice. So if you haven't yet, go download and play Pixels. So we're having our lunch break here, but I thought it'd be cool to hear from Cody from the Altcoin Buzz side. What do you think of this conference? What have you learned so far? Let us know your thoughts of CoinGecko.
So it's interesting because I feel like I study crypto all day long and I know a lot of things happening in the industry, but coming here, I get to meet a lot of people and I get to see projects before they become projects. So I'm meeting all kinds of founders of projects that are, in their startup phase. So it's cool seeing things that aren't even released yet.
So just finishing up with Pixels, Star Atlas, Heroes of Mavia, and Sweat Economy. And it was really interesting to hear what they had to say because you see a lot online, but when people just have a chance to sit down and talk amongst their peers, you get more of like a deeper conversation focusing on what the actual issues are, not what the speculation is. So it's really interesting to hear one person from Sweat Economy who has a lot of experience. He was there during the .com bubble. Let us know what his priorities are and what he's focusing on. And then of course you have the new school vibes of what's coming up from like Heroes of Mavia, Star Atlas, as well as Pixels. And then one interesting thing that comes out of this, like with Pixels for instance, is learning what these developers can do on the blockchain side, not in terms of the public facing side of the gaming, but behind the scenes, how they can tell who's a bot, who's not, because we know bots are taking over way too much, but then they're also letting us know that there's so many cool Easter eggs coming up with Star Atlas, with their new carnival, as well as a lot of teases that November/December will have some major announcements for Pixels. So definitely make sure you're following along for those. Well, that wraps it up for our quick little tour of GeckoCon. Now, I think the biggest takeaways here are Sui has not had the chance to promote any of their games yet or what they're doing in the world of gaming. So I think if you're a speculator, spending a lot of time looking through the Sui atmosphere is going to be good for you. But if you want to get involved with games that are building up a lot right now, definitely check out Pixels for more of like that casual game side, and like we look forward to in the future with Star Atlas, but that's something like 2027. Now, if you haven't checked out Funjible.games yet, essentially it is a gaming platform by gamers for gamers where you can see gaming walkthroughs, breaking news, interviews with project founders like we did again here with Pixels. And then of course, from a user perspective, what's great about it is it gives you non-biased reviews written by other viewers. So if you want to try games that our users are recommending or simply want to use the search tools to find new games, it is a great platform for you. And then if you want to dive more into the gaming videos, we've recently covered big games like Off the Grid, as well as many project founder interviews. So if you want to check those out, check them out on our YouTube channel.